Good morning. My name is Mike Fichter. I've been working for Graniterock for about 22 years now. I think about 20 and a half is operating the machine that you see over my shoulder. The machine is made for moving thousands of tons of dirt, mud, overburden. In this case here at Graniterock, the overburden is dirt stuff that is covering up the granite that we want to drill, blast, and sell. And so Mr. Wolpert bought this machine that's behind me. It's called a spreader, and put in almost 2 miles of conveyor belt, overland conveyor belt. And with a crew that's working at the other end of the belt, harvesting the dirt, mud, they put it on the conveyor and send it out here. And I'm not sure if right now, we don't have anything coming off the belt right this minute, but what you see, the conveyor belt out there is movable. It swings on a 180-degree arc, and when necessary, then the big crawlers are on the bottom. You can move it, drive it across the ground. Very, very slowly, but it does. Where we are standing right now is roughly 820 feet above sea level. When I first started here, the bottom of this was at 500 feet above sea level. We bring the material level up 100-foot lifts, and with the on help of, you see both of my bulldozers are out working right now over the edge, but they'll take the piles that I make and flatten them off, push them around, and then I can just drive right out on what they've done and add more to it. And then, like I say, we get the layer built. Originally we went from 5 to 6, then from 6 to 7, and then from 7 up to 8, and we added 20 feet to that. So now we're 820 feet above sea level, and may have read about the project that's going on behind the camera right now. Is this tremendous solar panel farm. The construction company is putting it in at 820 feet above sea level. Or it's quite a deal. I came to work for the company in 1998. They needed a truck driver. Well, I worked for about 2 months, September to November, and it started raining. It got too slippery for the trucks. So they told me, okay, it's time to go home. But if I would like the job, they were going to need an operator. This is the union classification. They need an operator to run what we have down here called a scraper. And there's about 12 of them. The company has about 12. So I ran a scraper. And the whole year 1999, I ran a scraper until the rain came back. And in the year 2000, ran a scraper, and I think it was in July that sorry about that. But in the year 2000, in July, there was some sort of an issue. There were 3 people working out here. The operator in the cab, a bulldozer operator on the ground, and a fellow in a pickup that was constantly traveling to be sure that the belts were okay, the rollers were okay, and all this. And so the 3 people were going to rotate. And once a week. So about 2 weeks into the project, the fellow that was on the pickup, they needed him to do something. So they called him off. Okay. About 2 weeks after that, the supervisor at the time came out and said, Mike, the fellow that's running the bulldozer right now, we really need him down in customer service down there. Can you handle this? I didn't see any problem. It was okay, and no big deal. Never figured out how that worked. But my dozer operator went away and never came back. I was out here, well, roughly 2 miles out in the boonies, and been here now for 21 years. And I get a bulldozer operator once in a while as necessary. It can have its very quiet, peaceful times, but sometimes because of the electronics that are involved with keeping all the bellway running, working with the foreman and everybody to know exactly where they want the material to put, how much before you move, and just it will keeps you on your toes. So now at the because of my age and years and everything, I'm going to retire. Today is my absolute last day. It's been a wonderful life with a wonderful company. There's boss asked me to train somebody, and a fellow named Angel, who works down in the other part of the quarry most of the time, seemed like the best candidate, and he came out here. Today would be 3 weeks, and I just never thought of it this way. I do everything because that's what I've been doing. Trying to explain to somebody else what it is you do. Jeremy Hansi, my supervisor, said, Mike, the stuff that you know out there is not found in any books or in anything. And if you're going to go away, we need somebody to be able to run it. Well, Angel was an excellent candidate. He was an excellent student. And we've had right at 3 weeks, and probably 95% or more of all the different situations that come up. And I've been able to explain to him what's going on, what's doing, and today he's comfortable, and so am I. So it's been a great 21 years. I live in Prunedale, and every morning I get in my pickup truck and I take the San Miguel Canyon loop. And what's crazy, because I think my truck knows how to get here better than I do. It comes right up the road, and it's just been doing it forever. So it's going to be quite a change. A lot of friends have asked me about my job and what I do, and I started thinking about it. I started delivering newspapers for the Monterey Peninsula Herald when I was 12 years old. I've had a job for 66 years. Okay. And now my wife tells me, you still have a job, you're a house husband.